Welcome back to The Real Story. So Rupert Murdoch, the chair and chief executive officer of 21st Century Fox, the parent company of Fox News, making a case for immigration reform in today's Wall Street Journal, saying, quote, "I don't believe that people come to America to sit on their hands. We need to give those individuals who are already here after they have passed checks to ensure they are not dangerous criminals a path to citizenship so they can pay their full taxes, be counted, and become more productive members of our community." An immigrant and businessman himself, Mr. Murdoch says reform is one of the most immediate ways to revitalize our economy. So are his ideas the right approach? And if not, what is the solution? Joining me now for a fair and balanced debate, immigration attorney Francisco Hernandez and president of the Federation for American Immigration Reform, Dan Stein. Great to see the both of you.
Thank you.
So, Francisco, does Rupert Murdoch have it right?
Well, he's got it right. Welcome to the club. Both sides have been screaming for immigration reform for probably a decade now. We've passed all these draconian laws by states that have been held unconstitutional, seemingly to force the federal government to do something. But seems like neither side wants to get off and negotiate and come up with some solution. It doesn't have to be the best solution, just a solution.
Right, Dan.
What happened to Senator Rubio's plan? That was a perfect compromise.
Yeah, he pretty much left that in the dust because I think he found out with conservatives that they didn't like it too well. Which brings me to Dan, because you would probably agree with the fact that Rubio let go of that plan. It's interesting because Murdoch says, you know, this isn't about that we shouldn't secure the border more. We should be doing that. But his argument is that the way to revitalize the economy, Dan, is to have immigration reform. And you say what?
Well, I'd like to sit down with Mr. Murdoch and have a point-by-point discussion of the Senate's so-called immigration reform bill to see if he's actually read it. Because Rome is burning. Our immigration control system is collapsing. You have three basic problems. One, we have an administration that doesn't want to enforce the law. In fact, they're openly sabotaging it along with their allies. Two, we have a Senate bill that really won't fix the problem, and people are calling it immigration reform when it's nothing but a big amnesty program. And three, we have chaos on our southern border that the administration has lost complete control of. They've sent the children and their parents and others around the country to these locations to try to disguise the problem. Yeah. But we know most people are not going to get deported. The whole system is broken down.
But what about the fact that if Congress doesn't come up with some sort of a plan, Dan, then the president's probably going to use executive orders. So is that better?
I think the American people need to hear the truth and the reality is that the government has simply lost control of immigration in its entirety. There has been a collapse of credibility of the entire system. Obviously, Congress doesn't want to admit it. They don't want to tell the American people they can pass laws and then the president's going to ignore them. The president has said, I can ignore the laws and make them up as I go along because I don't think anybody ought to go home. And now we have a bona fide, full-blown crisis on our border.
I got to get Francisco back in here because Murdoch says in this editorial that 40% of America's Fortune 500 companies are run by immigrants.
Well, you know, quite frankly, I agree 100% with almost everything Mr. Stein just said. It is broken. But quite frankly, President Bush tried with a Republican Congress and tried with a Democrat Congress, and President Obama tried with both sides. There seems to be a standstill, not wanting to fix the problem. And both sides, for different reasons and in different ways, have tried to do it. It's time to get off. Where's the counter proposals?
All right, gentlemen, I got to wrap it there because we've got a lot of breaking news going on today. Thanks so much for the debate.
Thank you.
Because we are awaiting the Medal of Honor ceremony. It's going to take place live at the White House just moments from now. A Marine will get the nation's highest honor. Corporal Kyle Carpenter was left barely clinging to life after he took a blow from a grenade, all to protect a fellow Marine.